Welcome to episode 10 of the Please Excuse My Potty Mouth podcast. We have some very special guests this evening. Don't start. Don't start. You know how the girls who do
Goddamn, we got
Brenner,
like 10 seconds.
Saturday night lunch or late dinner.
Whatever the fuck it is, dog.
Black girls who
When black girls run
on Saturday nights. But it's cool. We here.
He was so harsh on us. He's like, "Oh, so y'all lying?
So what you
We do eat brunch."
First of all, I cooked the food.
Yes.
No, that we're eating brunch food.
The process? Off air.
And I called it Brenner, which is breakfast dinner.
You skipped the whole meal.
Wait a minute. When have we recorded at night?
Never. He's being
No, I'm not. She said you recorded on Saturday night.
Yo, all right.
Sam's a super cool.
I might be.
Hold on. Y'all ladies gotta introduce yourselves first. Before we get to some cool movie, ladies, introduce yourselves.
These bitches over here pouring wine.
It's all good. It's all good.
with you.
It's that type of party. You know what I'm saying? So,
Kendall Black, Curly Rebellion on Instagram.
Hey. Yaya. And it's Yaya say that on Instagram. Hey.
I'm Natalie. My Instagram is Ramatu. It's RAMATOU. Ask me if you want to know why.
Oh.
Hey. Ask me about my wiener. That's what it is right now. I want to treat you. Your name is
damn.
The soberest person here is confused.
I wasn't confused. My name is Sylvia, and I'm not on Instagram, but if you want to follow me for no reason, it's SYLVIAA.
You are on Instagram.
Yeah, but she don't.
So what are they following? Ghosts?
Those two supposed to be lit as fuck though. So follow Sylvia. You know what I'm saying? Follow. Go ahead and see the.
How you spell Sylvia's name, Derek?
So fire selfies. Who's next?
Oh, Delise Rashad. That's Delise Rashad on Instagram.
Hey!
For all of you who didn't catch that, we will have links in the description.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
We're all fire if you don't know what we look like.
Oh, and our
We're bomb as
page,
fuck.
is we
Oh, yeah.
are WBGB because we are black girls
Who brunch.
Brenner?
Oh.
No, but on Instagram, I think it's just WBGB.
Okay, so
It's just
WBGB.
WBGB. Follow us, we follow back. And
That's
Y'all know damn well y'all don't follow back. Y'all follow back? Y'all follow back?
follow back.
Okay.
You follow me.
Okay, I know because y'all show love. Y'all show love. Okay, all right.
out there like that.
I mean,
They fall back. They follow me, so they fall
so
back. They
in
fall
life,
back.
we do not
100.
follow people, but
Okay.
we will follow you on Instagram because we are strong, independent.
But is it
Right on,
Instagram
right on.
now?
What?
You gotta get the brand. That depends.
I mean, if you secure the bag from Instagram, I gotta be his little 15-year-old.
There are no
Dottie Bob
bags.
running around.
There are definitely bags on Instagram, but
Dottie
I
Dottie.
think that we are not going to secure a bag. What do you mean? We know the thoughts on Instagram that's secure.
I'm trying to be one.
I could pill.
So I don't know if you guys got all that. But we're gonna definitely leave the subscriptions and the links to everybody's Instagram in the comments.
Go ahead. Introduce yourself, though. Go ahead, dog.
Man, I'm the press. I'm the press. I'm back in the building, man. Oh, you know what? I go first. Oh shit! Hold on. Hey, I go first this time.
Oh, they got
I like that.
That's a theme music, dog. That's a theme
I wish I could save that. Yeah. I want to save that for America. Hey, I want to play that shit like every day. Like every day. Yeah, but I walk in the room.
You wake up in the morning, that's like your alarm.
Yeah, I want to hit the alarm. I want to brush my teeth, listen to that shit, get ready for my day on the way to work to that.
That's lit.
So that's how it feels to go first. You get your own theme song.
Okay, so Austin, you going next, Mark. Go ahead, dog.
Let's go, Austin.
Austin the Beast. You can follow me on Instagram, Texans Thunder fan. You know.
Fuck the Texans.
And the Thunder.
Okay.
R.I.P. to the Titans. They
Fuck
lost
you too,
57
dog.
to 14.
Fuck you too.
There you go.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
It's your boy D1, aka the Doctor on the check-in, and we about to be lit as fuck tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the hand movements. Up to your interpretation, all right? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm doing a whole bunch of healing, all right? A whole bunch of healing.
Tell them about it.
I hope now we go.
But don't.
Oh, see now the music on, so we good.
Hey, you know what though? You know what? I don't think that people actually know why we call you the doctor.
Why do we?
Oh, then why don't you explain, Perez?
No, can you explain? I actually don't know. I
No.
You know that I know Derek since I was 15.
Yeah, for real.
You
Chuck E.
don't know
Cheese
why?
days, dog. Chuck E. Cheese days. You know what I'm saying?
You can be the president.
I used to grab his ass.
She used to grab my ass, and I was like,
Not at
damn.
all.
I was like,
Not at all.
Harass me on the low,
right.
nigga? God damn.
Hold on. We're gonna let somebody else introduce themselves, and then we're gonna get into why we call D.Y. the doctor.
Yo.
I'm Sam. Keep it shit real simple. I ain't got no nickname.
Wait. You do have a nickname.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Moving on.
Black Lavender!
I listened to last
That's
Black Lavender, dog. Fuck
That's
with
my
it.
favorite smell. Why would
See?
you
Black Lavender.
Hey.
Come on,
Not
dog.
everyone likes
Come on,
that.
dog.
My name is Sam, as I said before.
AKA Black Lavender. Up with this bitch.
Black man.
Like
See,
Sam
at
is
least you gonna live with some Black Lavender, dog. Come on.
Man.
You know what lavender?
Sorry, Sam's girlfriend is like over here objectifying you.
Dude, Sam, debatable. Sam, Black Lavender, busted his bathrobe.
That sounds like a sexy ass incense.
It sounds like some cheap ass African soap.
No, nigga. Don't downplay it now, dog. Don't downplay that
Hey,
shit. Come
that shit
on.
was
Keeping the shit on a very even keel. I'm your residential black TMZ. I got all the dirt, all the scams.
He don't watch TV, folks.
I don't watch TV. That's why I keep my brain focused on scam artists.
YouTube. He watches YouTube. What else you watch, Sam? What else you watch?
YouTube, Instagram clips. I get all my
That's
news.
all he do. That's all he do.
I
ladies.
filter it. I got like 15 different news sites. I read books.
The black TMZ. The black TMZ.
I like
You
it's
know
like
what I'm
Black
saying?
Lavender.
If you have a TV show you want to watch, send me the script. I'll read the script instead.
My nigga.
Like, you know how Walker's in the bathtub with all the chains? Like, I can see.
You know how shitty that goddamn movie was?
You do need a theme song, though, bro.
Man.
All right, so can we understand, Mr. Watson, why
Why they call you the doctor? I'm gonna tell you why. When I first met the doctor, he was back in the warehouse by himself doing whatever he doing in the warehouse, and every time.
Why did you vomit?
I want you to say that I got you though, like my handle's wide.
Every time you walked in the warehouse,
Tell him, Chris.
you could tell if Derek was there because he had some old school girl come fuck me music playing loud as hell in the back of the warehouse. People are sweating, moving boxes, they're moving TVs, they're getting dollies, they're on the truck. Yeah.
Who's that Jodeci, dog?
Yeah.
You got me feeling.
Derek is back there. Derek, he's back there. All types of like girl come get pregnant music in the back, and that came from everybody started calling him Dr. Feelgood from there, and Dr. Feelgood, which translated down into the doctor.
So do you?
You should have a porn like site for yourself.
I don't got no material though. I got no material. So I got no. I don't have zero hits. That's not a good look. So I'm just
Alright, we're not gonna address that. We're gonna let it slide. That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? I have no camera. I have no tape. No tape.
I'm all about entrepreneurship.
I can see that being a real website.
Real website.
If y'all want the doctor to have his own sexual pornographic website,
You know
Like-
what Derek
like and
could
comment.
do? Derek could do like the Doctor After Dark.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
It could be
With
like the
black
sex.
lavender.
Black sex, huh? Black sex.
Doctor After Dark, Dad.
Oh man.
Do you have any appointments? Okay, no, I'm just
Yes. Thank you. Someone else questioned that statement.
I don't have health insurance.
Man,
That's the beginning of the porn. Like some lady, like some girl walks in, she's like, I don't have insurance. It's okay. I can
Well,
And Dick's like,
can work
don't
with
worry, girl. I can fix that.
And then he's like,
Yeah. And then he just like drops his robe.
he's like,
His black lavender. And then he's gonna sing to her. And he's gonna like.
I'll be off key as fuck though. I can't sing like straight up. You know what I'm saying?
You know
So,
what, Derek?
he's like, you need some vitamin.
yeah.
I got
Hey, don't the spit right there, and shit.
I can write for porn. I can write it.
Fuck it. Yeah, that's all you.
Does anyone
All-
else
you just gotta
enjoy
get to the
sometimes,
fucking. That's
like,
all you gotta do.
storyline?
No one enjoys.
No one
everyone
enjoys the storyline.
First of all,
I
the
enjoy the
No,
storyline for
I fuck with the storyline too. Ew, yeah. Give me some. Give me some. I need the storyline of the
I
motherfucker.
like
man.
it. I like it a little
I
bit.
need the build up. The build up.
Why are you wasting your time?
I didn't come here to watch it.
Yeah.
No, I need the build up. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get too into it.
I know. I need the build up, my nigga.
I'll be
I
like,
need the
where's
build
the
up.
30-minute porn? Like, I know it's gonna have a storyline.
30? You watch it all the way.
I ain't doing it like
I'm
that.
not watching the whole thing, but I know that if it's 30
Because if they get
minutes,
too into it, I'm
there's
like,
a
yo,
storyline.
skip,
No,
skip,
exactly.
skip.
I start skipping. I'm like, when is he gonna?
Like a GIF is good
When
for
is this
me.
awkwardly gonna turn into sex?
But I do.
Really?
I like a little bit of a storyline.
Man, like
A little bit.
who cares why they fucking?
No, I need to know why they fucking though. I need to know why. Like, why are you like beating
You know what I feel like? I
the
feel like
brakes
you
off
should
that
take
pussy?
mushroom
Like,
context from the title of the video.
I need to know. I need to know.
I need to know why
I need to know.
You should be like, okay, this
I need to
bitch
know.
is fucking her neighbor. Great. And then you should go.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Wait, but
And you
that
know
does
what?
show the difference between men and women. Like, we have to have like a whole entire thing that is like, who cares? Let's
You know
just-
what? That's actually
What are
my
we talking
least
about,
favorite porn.
talking about fucking.
Is the
30
four
minute
women.
porn?
We talking
I don't know.
about
What does that
fucking.
mean? What is full women porn on Pornhub?
It's too emotional. It's too
I don't
emotional.
like
It's
that.
like
I don't
every,
really
it's
like
the
porn.
story that
Yeah,
you
talking about
fucking
porn.
want.
What kind of porn have we talked about so far?
Derek.
Oh.
Well, we said
I have no material. I have no material on tape.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You have you on tape?
I have no material on tape. No material on tape.
No, she
Not
was
yet, at
just
least.
making
Not yet, at least. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not
So
yet.
Derek asked to borrow your
There's some big
phone.
cameras over this motherfucker. Like, for real. That's all.
Oh,
there.
Derek asked for borrow your phone.
Yeah, he probably go wash your hands first.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
you know what?
So we're talking about porn.
Yes, you know
women
what?
porn.
What kind of porn do you like, Delicia?
I like amateur cell phone ass porn. Like,
Cell phone
She
app.
like, she like that backyard shit, you know what I'm saying? She like that Android shit, you know what I'm saying? And I got an Android, by the way.
Don't give me no pixels on my phone.
I
I need to be iPhone
This is
porn.
why.
Okay, go.
This is why. I'm gonna
iPhone
get
porn
real
only.
serious for
That's a
real.
hashtag. That's a hashtag, low key.
Why?
iPhone porn
It's because
only.
the porn industry, like for real, is like fucked up.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
I would
that's true.
prefer to see people who have decided amongst themselves that say, "Okay, I want to make a video." To make a video, even if that girl is a prostitute, she agreed to it. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of those videos they in hotel rooms. They, everyone in
It's
the
'cause they
room
can't
agreed
afford
to
to
make
rent
the
Southern
video. So it's
California.
kind of like the girl. I mean, while she is a prostitute, unfortunately, but she was like, "Okay, you can do it." She was like, "Okay,
Yeah,
don't be
okay.
tripping."
My pimping, whatever.
But like with porn, it's like
As long as you get that money, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Get my money.
freaking shady and weird. It's kind of scarier than like sex trafficking because it's kind of like intertwined. But anyways, amateur porn's better.
You know what?
Plus, it's like real. I don't like
I
that
fuck with
fake.
amateur porn too, though, low key.
Gentlemen.
I want to see what that
I'm like, whoa! Whoa!
She's just kind of like, yeah.
So Delicia's amateur. What on the other side of the table? What are we working with?
Yeah, what do you guys like to watch?
I like ebony porn, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm proud of you.
Okay.
I fuck with my sisters. with the round asses. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Emily. Yo, why you laughing?
So is it? Do you watch like 1970s black porn
with the coochie with the coochie
afros
hands? With the coochie? I mean, you know, Black Power type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, no, like straight up, my favorite porn star, Roxy Reynolds.
You have a favorite porn star?
Yeah, hell yeah. Nigga, y'all bullshit if y'all have a favorite porn star. Roxy Reynolds.
There's some girl.
Y'all bullshit if y'all have a favorite porn star. Like, for real.
It's something dangerous. She's very flexible.
Mm-hmm.
And she got a big
I don't need to see nobody do it.
Roxy Reynolds, that's my favorite.
No, you can probably do it though.
I know y'all got a favorite porn star. Like, come on.
I'm like, you know what? If anyone,
I know y'all got a favorite.
You know what? I
don't have one. I keep it real.
Okay, all right, my nigga.
I don't want to watch porn
But
with a
he
guy,
was also
and he be like, "Oh, let's try that," and I'm like, "My leg doesn't
Watch whatever looks interesting.
Wait,
Oh, she good?
Because if you can put your leg.
See, pass that this way.
Okay.
What's her name?
Roxy Reynolds?
And she chocolate.
Oh yeah, she's cute.
Good shit, baby. Good shit. Good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
Roxy Reynolds got a fat ass. You know what I'm
Ebony
saying?
over here.
I'll beat the brakes off that pussy, man.
Oh, we on Sam. We on Sam.
Who's your favorite porn star, my dude? Come on.
You have a favorite porn star?
No.
What's your category?
Which category, dog?
Probably like cougars and mills.
Okay. What? White mills or black mills?
All mills. No.
Yes.
I feel like he's a Latino.
Yeah.
So she feels like you're a Latina man.
Touche.
Are you into Latina?
I've dated
Droopy right
2 black girls in my lifetime. Worst mistake ever.
Whoa. Worst mistake ever?
Let's go.
We're gonna have to pack that, bro. We're gonna have to pack that.
Mad violent, man.
Not all black women is black.
I said Latina.
Oh! Not that that's okay too, but we was like, okay, we good.
Completely insecure.
Damn, y'all need to say
they passionate, dog. They passionate.
She said I feel like Latina, so I was going off what she said.
Okay,
and now y'all at the fence ready to jump over the shit like, hold up now. Y'all not gonna trump me in here. That's not what I said.
You can't talk about my sister.
All right, James, where you going? Where you going?
Man,
are you on Pornhub.com? That's the only one.
I'm not on porn.
Shout out to XNXX. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Pornhub is free.
Okay, I
It's a trash-free website.
Okay, go ahead, James.
I don't have like a certain category I go to. I don't. Hey, you know what?
If you're on Tumblr, Tumblr is the most amateur shit you can find.
Tumblr?
That's what she's at.
Tumblr is where you go.
She's like, yeah.
But if I
Lucy over here doing the dance and shit, you know, to Tumblr, you know what I'm saying?
y'all gotta see this boomerang dance that she's doing right now.
Oh, man.
But I don't know. I would say it'd be like some very, very, very amateur shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
some reality, because regular porn is just.
Tumblr is where you go. You don't want to pay for the Snapchat premium.
She's like,
she said, "Look at my what the hey?
It ain't showing shit.
We're looking at a Tumblr currently, America. You know,
America, go to her Tumblr. For that brief second, it looked pretty lit. It looked pretty
I'll
lit.
send you this page.
Oh, you gonna see the page? It's not your. Okay, so
my Tumblr is normal.
So be advised, America. It's not her on the Tumblr.
no.
That's all that lit.
Could have a
Delicia could have her own.
The other
I got
day-
pictures. In.
Yeah, the other day, she's covering her. Me, Delicia, and Natalie went to Black Speech.
Okay.
And y'all know what part we went to. And I had a booty photo shoot with Delicia, and it was amazing.
Me too.
I do.
Oh, you guys
What?
were fully nude?
Did you see mine?
I went fully
Yana
nude.
went fully nude. I didn't because the water was way too cold.
Look at your
Are we allowed to
so
selfie?
cute.
Oh my
Whose
Wait.
booty is that?
Yours.
I don't have that picture. What
who
do you-
booty? No.
I took it
Are we
yesterday.
gonna? Can we pass it?
Yeah, pass the booty. Pass the booty. Pass the booty.
We should all appreciate it.
We should all. Oh, I'm supposed
What
to
you
pass.
taking, man?
I got distracted.
My ass.
So
This dude.
Bye.
He's like,
See, it's cute.
it was so.
It looks so
But you know what was awesome is that we were out there.
That motherfucker was hyped up. That motherfucker was
I just
hyped up.
really like.
It was like, yeah.
We were out there and there was this couple and like the boyfriend was the MVP. he was taking all kinds of like ass
Yeah,
shots for his girlfriend,
was
like
like-
like literally, he was like
Can I
in
show you
it.
guys a better video?
He's gonna get her.
Yeah.
Hey, but that shit trash. It's gonna be like,
Oh, okay.
No,
You
you,
know what I'm
you
saying?
will all be upset at it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get the film buzzer on there. You know what? Cause they, what the fuck is that? Hey, no, we ain't doing that. No, pineapple, my nigga.
That's too
He was sitting there for like a good 30 minutes.
30 minutes
just
like that.
chilling.
What the fuck is that though?
Smoke.
I know, nigga.
Oh man,
That
hey,
shit
oh
beat
no.
up too many times, dog.
America, she tricked us.
Like a motherfucker, dog.
Oh man, we talking see a good video
To
and
say that Tumblr has the best porn ever.
you know. So speaking of porn,
Okay.
All right.
if you was in a porno, what would the movie name be?
If my life was a porn.
No, if you was in a movie, right now,
That's
if you
a good
started
ass
a porno,
question, my
what would the name be? Let's start with deletion.
Lips
Okay.
and leather.
Why are we starting with me?
Cause you on that side, we going around.
We gonna go around the horn of it, this motherfucker.
Porno be.
Hey, and that shit better be lit, cause you know if it's not, so like for real, come with it. All right,
Let's hear it.
come with it.
I know yours is.
Stupid.
What would it be?
So many dicks, not enough decisions.
Oh, okay.
That's the plot twist.
That's the plot
No
twist?
dicks.
People gonna want that money back from Redbox.
For real,
They're like,
for
this movie's broken.
But that's life.
That's life.
Oh damn.
So many dicks, not enough decisions.
What was the question? I was not paying attention.
If your
Sorry.
movie, if your life was a porno or something like that,
What would be the title?
What would be the
of that
title?
motherfucker?
No.
that's hard.
That's
Right,
a
we all-
very,
Think of that
very
shit.
hard-
Let me know. Think
Yeah.
about
I
that.
know. That's why.
Come
That's
with
why.
it.
That's
Come
why
with
it's
it,
quick.
Nat. Come with it. Come
I
with
like
it.
that. Okay, Nat.
Nicole Ari Parker.
We're on Natalie right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Cast her ass. Wait, we skipped Sylvia?
Yeah, I'm still thinking. I feel like if I had a video on Pornhub, it would be like a dick sucking 101 video.
Okay.
Like it would be like a
I
how
could go on, I could
to.
do a tutorial.
That was amazing.
B, I feel like mine would be used as a tutorial of how to give really good head because I think I give. I've been told also that I give really good head.
Cause females out here don't know how to suck dick, like for real. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
Females
go
ahead.
like,
Females don't know how to suck
I'm
dick
not
out of this
there.
motherfucker, like for
I
real.
didn't know I could make a tutorial.
This is how to suck dick properly, ladies. You know what I'm saying? That's how Natalie gonna be on
Wait,
that
I
shit.
like
You know what I'm saying?
too many dicks.
Not enough.
Not enough decisions.
Keep that one.
Dick.
I do
101.
also like that.
No, I don't need that. I don't need
Suck a
that.
dick 101.
Suck a dick 101.
So let's
I
go.
was thinking
Mama
like-
Ratchet.
Deep throat at daylight. Okay.
Oh,
Have you seen it?
so you talking about you put dick in your mouth in the morning time? Like first thing in the morning before breakfast? God damn!
Hey, right before the
Yes!
Wait, that's what it should be called. It should be called
Before the
breakfast.
bacon and eggs on the grill, dog.
No, don't even
I
do the
feel
details.
like no. I think you do the deep throat, and I feel like
breakfast.
everyone. You know what?
And it should start with the sunrise. I can like
Deep throat at daylight.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, just like daylight. That's what it's called. No, before daylight.
hope the door
And it's a porno. And it'd be bomb as fuck. And it'd be just like,
Are we making a
no
porno right
words.
now? Like, are we writing the script?
I would write this. I'm excited right now.
But anyways, I would go with deep
I
throat
could
at
be a
daylight.
porn
That would be
Start
it.
at daylight.
Because I think
Deep
that
throat
every man
Before
deserves
At
daylight.
daylight. Okay.
Hold up.
Every man deserves it.
I'm gonna say this.
I got this in my brain. It's gonna be bomb as
This
fuck.
is gonna be a
They will
whole
fuck around and
script.
make that
It's gonna be a
official
script.
porno. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey.
for real.
Before daylight, just think it opens with like the sun rising and then the sun rising.
Then
But
his
then
dick
you have
rising.
this like he has like this like big
No,
old
I like
window.
the dick rising in the sun.
Right? Like,
Really? But if you seen that in the theater, oh my god.
Dick rising in the sun.
Nah, we're gonna see that shit.
But if his dick's just rising.
Oh my god.
Just let it
I
bloom.
right here,
Everybody
Delicia.
here
This is what's rising.
My nigga Sylvia, boy, I tell you.
You know what, America? Y'all can't steal
Y'all
this shit. We
killing
about to
my
copyright
artistic-
this.
Hold
Y'all
on.
giving out too
Right
much.
now.
Kendall, we
too much
go that. We'll let your ass pass. Go ahead, Kendall.
Licks and leather.
Licks and leather. Okay.
Fucking
Licks
50
it.
Shades of Grey sex.
For all my bondage ass niggas out there, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I ain't into that bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Bondage
You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas like to be tied the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't into that bullshit.
Hey,
But I know those motherfuckers like to be into that shit.
You're not
you know
into
what I'm
being
saying?
tied up.
Hell no. What the fuck?
Tying someone
Tie
up.
my hands behind my.
sorry.
Oh,
Okay, females, female. I even top my ass up.
Oh yeah, no.
No.
Y'all tie
Daylight, right?
Yeah, okay.
Every
yeah.
man.
Females, cool.
Taking notes and shit.
Have y'all?
Some niggas like to be tied the fuck up. I'm like, bruh, for real?
I can't do it.
No,
Have y'all
you know what I'm saying? Come on.
not seen that movie Gerald's Game or whatever on Netflix right now?
Oh, I saw that shit on my Netflix feed.
It's on
Yeah,
Netflix?
it's
Pop
on
the fuck up,
Netflix
like,
where
what?
the girl gets tied up and the guy gets on top of her and fucking has a heart attack and dies while she's tied up.
That reminds me of, I think it's called
She like
G.I.
starts
Jane.
hallucinating.
Yeah.
Well then, wait.
some
How does
shit.
she untie herself?
I don't know. I didn't watch the movie. Bro.
Gerald's what?
That's enough.
Gerald's
Joe's Game.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
no.
I saved it.
Watch that shit on my
Right.
phone,
Yeah,
my
it's
nigga.
on my feed.
No, there's a movie, I think it's called G.I. Jane, where she marries this guy who's in
G.I.
the
Jane
military.
is like.
Isn't it the army movie?
Demi.
where-
Okay, no, it's not that. Wait,
I was like, no, G.I.
She
Jane.
needs to finish.
I want to hear though.
Natalie Portman? No. Who's the girl that's in
What
it?
happened?
Let her finish. Demi Moore.
Moore.
We already said
Wrong
that.
movie,
You're late.
so-
Okay,
Okay,
keep
go
going.
Go ahead.
Anyways, I don't know. It's some old white lady. I'm sorry. She did a wonderful job. I love the movie. It's funny. So she marries this guy. They are having sex, and he dies on top of her. And so she joins the army after that.
I know.
On their honeymoon.
What's the
He dies.
Right.
Because we were talking about people dying and during sex. And
Oh, because I was like,
that was the relation. I'm sorry.
Why she gotta join the army?
Wait,
To
can
tell-
we be more positive?
What
Can
does
we
she
bring
want
the
to go
sun up
kill
with the
people?
dick
Now?
again?
What is going on?
With the rising of the sun comes the dick. Damn! Hold on!
Come We already have the soundtrack covered. Y'all bitches can suffer. Me and Susan about to make coins.
Oh my god.
We about to make coins. I'm about to direct the hell out of this porno.
Like, come on, guys. We gotta get to Kevin.
I could be
No
a
pun
porn
intended.
director.
Give me some, Dad.
All right.
I do what I can.
Black Lavender.
What did she say?
What say you, bro?
What say you, Black Lavender? What's the name of the movie?
So not black.
You got a movie.
You guys have to have one. We
Black
gotta
Lavender, the experience.
Come on.
Lavender, that is on Netflix or HBO.
Let's go with a damn documentary.
Come on, Black Lavender.
Come on.
He's not
Come on,
finished.
dog.
I'm just throwing it right now.
A parody?
Parody. I've
Good
never
times,
watched-
nigga. Good times.
Black
Good times.
Lavender.
Fucking dynamite every fucking
Dynamite, nigga.
Oh man.
Let it drip.
All right, we're gonna come back to Sam. He's
Let
talking
it
about
drip.
what's appropriate
Wait,
to
let
say.
it
Doesn't
drip.
Sam
Let
have
it
Black
drip.
Lavender
Let
say
it
drip?
drip. No, just
Let
let
it
it
drip.
drip.
Let it drip.
Just let it
You got leaky dick. That need to go to doctor.
We have a doctor on call.
Nigga, I ain't gonna touch your ass. I'm only strictly for the ladies, nigga. Strictly for the
We
ladies.
have a
For
doctor
the ladies.
on call.
Your ass gotta come find some other help, nigga. I ain't fucking with your ass, nigga.
I just believe that
I ain't fucking with your
our
ass.
brains are way too
Yeah.
artistic.
All right, James, we're gonna skip Sam. James,
We're
what's the
out
name of your
here.
porno?
You know, I wasn't even
And
thinking
they're
of
just
one.
right here.
I wasn't even thinking of one because I was.
Hold on. Tell us what your porno name is first, though.
Oh yeah, what's your porno?
What's your porno name, my nigga?
Yeah, we might need to reiterate. Talk about
What's your
everyone's
porno name,
names
bruh?
on here.
Isn't like your
Oh,
dog's
shit.
name and your
Nah,
Street.
nah. We just
So-
hit with
Oh,
old shit.
that would be
Oh,
If y'all-
fun. Sade Curry.
shit.
If y'all watched episode 9, I believe it's episode 9.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I
Oh,
was-
We
listen
had a
to
good
episode
amount of
9.
fuck with episode 9.
Okay, episode 9.
I like that.
Hold on.
But the porno name is Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh yeah,
That's the
Ricky
porno
Ralph.
name. It's
Wreck-It
Wreck-It Ralph.
Ralph.
Hey, you know what?
I don't want to know the backstory.
The movie. I'm gonna go with something marketable because that's what we did last time. We made it very marketable. So I'm gonna say Grease Lightning. That's gonna be the name.
Grease Lightning.
Grease Lightning.
Parody, my nigga. Love parody.
All I think about Grease Lightning is motherfuckers gonna fuck the mechanic shops.
They got porn for that. They got porn for that, bro. They got porn for that.
All right, Derek,
Feels like an
what's
airbag is
your...
going on.
Grease Lightning.
Derek, first of all, what was your...
My porno name was Cervex Bruiser, you know what I'm saying? So
Cervex
Bruiser.
Cervex
Cervex Bruiser. But we can't market that. We can't market that.
Keep the same back.
For obvious reasons, you know what I'm saying? So
That's Grease
but
Lightning.
my porn name,
I snorted.
my porn name would be is there a doctor in the house? You know what I'm saying? Is there a doctor in the house?
I like that.
That was good.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruiser.
Cervex Bruiser up in this
It's not
motherfucker.
marketable at all.
It's not. It's really not. That's some underground porno shit. You know what I'm saying?
But it's the top billing ever.
It's
Is
the
there a
underground
doctor
porno
in the
shit.
building?
Yeah.
I like that. Osher.
What you got?
I
Osher?
don't even know how to follow that.
Come on, bro. Come on. Come with it. Come with
My
it.
guy.
Motherfucking the Click Commander.
You know what? Out of everyone here, I
That's
really
what Jay's
like
on
the
the
Click
club.
Commander.
Give me
The
some.
Click Commander.
Because that means that he's paying attention.
Right.
So I really appreciate the Click
So I
Commander.
mean, you go ham on the pussy, right?
No, that's just a name.
Oh.
Wait.
Hold on. So you
Man, I'm gonna do it. No time. I'm stopping shit out.
He means that he play people with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold on.
he go commando on the pussy.
No, I'm mad because he said no.
I got
He
a
go commando on the pussy, ladies and gentlemen. All right? You know?
Most rappers' names is not what they do. 21 Savage is not a savage.
motherfucker kill somebody next to his mom.
21 Savage is like,
First of
he's like the
all,
most feared of the
21
Other
Savage
new ones.
got shot out in the car with his mom, got out, and then killed 2 people.
Yo. Shout out to Young Dolph. Shout out to Young Dolph. Hey, yo, you think, what's the name? Yo Gotti, like, put that hit on him?
Absolutely.
Wait.
Yeah,
He was the
isn't
first
there
person
beef?
Young Dolph
interviewed.
got shot.
Yeah.
No, wait. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Who is Young Dolph?
Whoa. How you not know who Young Dolph is? Young Dolph.
Second that.
Do you know who it is?
Alright.
Y'all know who Young Dolph is?
Y'all, come on.
You got
I'm
to
here
cut
with
it?
y'all. I'm here with y'all.
Oh yeah, where did you?
Son,
Yeah,
you
what's your
got to
porno?
cut
What's your
it.
porno called?
Nah.
I don't know,
No.
Sam. I'm so
That's
sorry
not
letting
him.
you down right
That's
now.
Young Drill.
That's not him.
Sylvia's
That's
like,
Young Drill.
So for
But
the,
isn't that for sure? It's because haven't they had a beef for a while?
Yes.
Because
Still on the pornos.
Sylvia didn't get her own
sexual
porno name.
serenity.
I don't even know.
sexual hurt. I can see
You're
that.
like a
Sex-
muse.
I can see that.
Sexual serenity. I like it.
I need a
You're
refill.
like a genie that comes out of a bottle and it's like,
Maybe.
Can I get a
Sylvia might be a solo video.
Ooh.
You know, she might be like a solo girl video.
Solo video.
Alright, I came on my shit.
Okay.
What is it?
Since it's about being marketable, and I have to play with this fucking name.
porn is romantic?
You gotta play with
Okay. That's
Oh my god.
Every
I'm about to pop some of that wine though, 100 though.
You said you're gonna call it Bath and Body Works?
Bath and Body
White
Works.
Lavender Body Works.
Hey, he is on it.
Can it be something more
You buy-
sensual than soap?
Oh, you're right.
What is
Yeah, I know.
No,
I knew the other
because
dude was in it
When you
though.
buy the
What are we
DVD, you
talking
get a bar of
about?
soap.
What you
And then when you buy
What DVD?
Can we not get a bar of soap? Can we get a shower head?
Bath bomb.
Wait,
Would you
wait,
a
I'm
bath bomb?
confused.
Bath bomb and a shower head and a coupon for a shower head.
A candle.
You can get a scented lavender candle. And if you
A
pre-order
scented
the
lavender
box,
bath bomb
and
with
if you
a
pre-order
coupon
the box
for a
DVD set, it
shower
comes with
head.
a lavender robe.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
And a massaging
And a
shower head.
50% coupon to Adam and Eve for your needs.
Why are we talking about porn? Are we
Because
that?
I'm marketable myself. You can't market
Is
service.
anyone at this table having sex? Because we talking about it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Who's having sex at the table? Silence. Dot. Not James.
I missed the question. I missed the question.
She said, "Who's having sex
At this table, because we've been talking about sex for a long time.
Y'all talking about porn? Everybody's horny, basically.
I think so.
Why?
I would say, in the last 30 days, it's happened.
I can agree with that also.
What should come with the DVD is like a freaking
vibrating shower
I know.
Vibrator? Either a vibrator or a rag. A vibrator or a rag. That's only two things. You know what I'm saying? A vibrator for female, a rag for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. That's only two things.
Are you guys okay with bringing toys into the bedroom?
Oh, that's a good question.
No.
No.
Because I'm prideful.
Yeah,
I'm the only toy you need.
Yeah.
I'm the only motherfucking toy you need.
Like,
the pipes should be enough.
You're doing your thing.
But what if the pipe's not enough?
Okay, but wait, I have a question. What if you are not keen on giving head,
Right.
and you may need a little something to help you out?
Okay, but that's different. That's different. If you're opposed to giving head, eating pussy, you know what I'm saying, then you need some help. That's cool. That's cool.
Wait. I have
But
so
if you
many
need help fucking.
Delicia wants to add something.
One, back to our porn package. I personally believe that you should entice all 5 senses when you have sex. So, sight, scent, sound, feeling,
touch.
I said scent. So, what else is there?
Yes. Touch.
I said
Sight.
touch.
We know the 5 senses, Nick.
Taste.
Taste. That's what I'm missing. So, taste. So,
What? Candy is just gonna be disgusting.
Dude, doesn't what's her name put
No.
Jolly Ranchers up her?
There is an
Don't do
elaborate.
that.
I ain't saying the name.
Who does that?
Somebody puts
A
Jolly
girl that we know.
Shout out to the
know.
females that put
Put-
ice in their mouth and suck dick though, like for real. Shout
I
out
have
to them. You know what I'm
not.
saying?
You know
You
what?
have never done that?
I'm
I've
gonna
done
put
that
on the
with-
list.
Oh wait, too late.
No.
Too late.
Look, I've never experienced that shit, but I heard that shit is crazy though. You know what I'm saying? I heard that shit is crazy.
Okay,
You never had it?
I never had it, but I heard that shit is
It's
crazy.
alright.
I use ice
Yeah, I was gonna
cream.
say, is it really like
ice
your
cream?
dick is cold? Like,
But he
But it's
didn't
like it's
appreciate
the
it.
warmth of the mouth
He
and the
didn't
coldness of the ice.
appreciate
Like,
it.
It doesn't matter though. The ice cream at that point is for you.
Well,
I'm just saying, it just makes it taste good.
Fuck around, get surprised at ice cream.
I know. For real, nigga.
Like, get that rock
Oh shit!
that butter pecan. That French
You about to get a surprise, nigga. You about to get a
Yeah,
surprise,
so
nigga.
back to the
Back to Delicia.
to the
because she was
question.
in the middle.
no, don't do that.
Okay.
All right, but
Go
back
ahead.
to the question
ahead.
about toys, right?
Yeah.
And
I forgot.
That was a question?
well, back to the topic about
Yeah.
you asked the question about that.
Back to the topic
And
again.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
No
My
way.
nigga.
Oh,
My
that wasn't
nigga.
better.
My nigga.
Independent,
Why?
right? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Let him talk.
if you're a real
Can I go
nigga, you
next?
should be able to entice all sexes just by the pipe.
But
Straight up, straight up.
Just by the
But what about the
For the
butt?
pipe and tongue.
But-
nigga. For the
Yeah,
pipe
exactly.
and tongue.
You,
That's all you need. That's all you need.
disgusting.
That's all you need. By the pipe
You should do
and the
it.
tongue.
only 21% of women can come through the pipe.
well, I'm trying to get all. I'm
Whoa,
trying. I'm
21
trying.
You bringing facts? Sylvia bringing facts. Okay.
But it's true. So I just feel like
Sylvia out here bringing facts. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna salute him for no toys?
No, for real though.
Hey,
It's
you know
just
what?
facts though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what?
21%.
Hey, that's probably right. That could be true.
So if you're gonna have pride in a good way. Like you shouldn't be so prideful that you can't. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it's all about whether she came or not and how many times she might have.
Pleasure.
And that's something that
100.
you're gonna go out and brag
Not
about.
at all.
But she's gonna go
That's
out
what
and
it's
brag
all
about.
about. It's all about, you know.
So
I have
only
lied.
21% of women.
We'll talk.
Hey,
We'll
but you
talk.
know
We'll
what? I'm
talk.
gonna do it
We'll
like
talk.
this though. 21, America.
21.
21%.
Ask him, dog. Ask
of
him,
your
bro.
women.
Ask him.
21% of your women has come. With me, it's been 100. So I'm not.
100.
I'm
Okay.
not.
Are we gonna?
I just wanna
Are we
make
gonna
sure-
talk
I
about?
will say this.
We can.
All right, let's talk to the ladies.
Don't
100.
say that.
How many on this side? Raise your hand if you have lied,
All the time.
faked.
You got to.
Faked it.
Otherwise,
What?
your pride goes downhill, and then y'all can't perform.
Wait.
I have faked an orgasm and faked being like coming. I'm like,
I don't
yeah,
fake-
Okay, so let me ask you. What's the point of faking orgasm? What's the
Because
point?
you guys get all emotional.
Yeah.
No,
Get
right.
emotional.
I think
I
it's
faked
to
one for a
make.
girl. I was out of there. Pussy was trash.
I appreciate that.
talk though.
That's all we gotta say
Real
here.
talk, man.
I'm so
Like, damn, they got
It's the same reason,
If I
right?
did, I said, yeah, man.
Okay, but it's the same reason. That sometimes the dick is not that great,
Right.
And
I'm
you
just
might
letting you
want to
guys know
just
this is going on
wrap
our
it up.
page.
Okay,
So
I
you
won't
might
even.
just
No.
was trash. So
Okay.
Whatever,
That's
wrap it up.
allowed. That's allowed. It's not a one-way street.
But that's okay. Why is it so wrong?
I think I've been in the moment and like a dude's like, yeah, you came, and I'm like, yeah, did I?
I feel like if you ask a female if you came though, like,
Yeah.
nigga, your dick is
probably
trash, though,
didn't.
my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, for if you have to ask a female, like, cause you don't even go off the sounds. Don't go off the sounds. You,
feel it.
if her feet is doing up gang signs, my nigga, that's how you know you doing a little something. Like, for real.
I'm so
Real
done
talk.
with
Yeah, real talk. Like, you can't because
Don't
you
do
know,
gang signs.
they can fake sounds. They can fake sounds all day
You know
long.
girls can fake all that shit.
They can fake
Yeah.
all that shit.
It's
But for
very
real.
true.
But for real, if you're like, oh damn, I'm beating that shit up, knowing damn well you ain't doing shit.
I feel like everyone can fake an orgasm. I don't think it
Real
matters
talk,
the gender.
yeah.
We can all fake it, but I
Right.
think
Dudes can do it, you know.
You do what you
there's
want.
kind of, an outward.
well, no, but I mean, if they come inside,
Yeah.
if they
When you
come inside,
know.
You guys get soft.
Yeah, soft.
See, and you know what?
Trash, you get soft.
That's
Yeah.
allowed.
And you know-
Okay, what? Okay,
Wow.
what? Okay, wait, Delicia, go, and then I'll ask my question.
You'll ask.
yes, go ahead.
Oh, y'all do that
There's
to figure
so
out those
much to be
shit.
touched on. That's me.
Okay.
Sorry.
We
That's
told
usually
each
when
other
I
that-
agree with people and I just
She
go
be
like,
like,
yeah, me too, me
"Ooh,
too.
Yeah.
Like, see me, like. Go ahead.
Y'all said a lot. So I gotta recap. So I'm like going back. Sorry. First of all, men with toys, y'all should just be open to it. Only because not because she's not being satisfied with just my dick alone, but just like it's fun. Like, okay, I've had sexual relations with men who never had the toy in the room, and I busted out dill, and they're just like, what the fuck? This is kind of. What is that feeling? I like that. Like, okay.
Oh.
Hold on,
Like,
hold
just
on.
my vibe, not my vibrator. Not in
Okay.
them. Not, I never penetrated a man.
Please,
I have
stop.
never penetrated a man. Any way,
That's
shape, or
good to
form.
know.
Because if a nigga's cool with that, he like
No,
suspect.
but I would.
No,
I
but
feel
like,
if a
literally,
vibrator,
I put my vibrator
all you do is
in
when you
in
put it in there,
place. He's
you
hitting
get
it from
the
the
clip,
back.
and
He
on top
feels
you
it
dip.
on his balls, and he's like, whoa, like this is okay.
I've never had a click
And
like
no,
Lil Vibe
he's
on
going
my
crazy.
nuts.
You should try it.
You should try it.
Is there
Great
a girl
time.
fucking you,
The
like right
thing
on
is,
top, and she
the
reaches behind,
only-
grabs your nuts and starts going?
Nope.
Going from male pride,
Nope.
going from the male pride,
Nope.
Nuts grab.
but going from
Never had a girl.
I swear to God, I'm my mama, nigga.
reach
I said
back
that.
and just start grabbing your balls.
You've never had a girl grab your
gonna try that.
balls?
Yeah, what kind of chicks you been fucking with?
Because she needs to grab your balls.
Nigga,
You haven't
dick
heard.
be in there, her guts, nigga. She
crazy
worried about
things
dick in
you
her
know.
guts, nigga. Like, I ain't worried about she worried about hurting my balls, nigga. Like, for real.
I will not say any name. You're
I'm
not
not-
having an intimate sexual
I'm just saying,
experience.
though, I've never had a girl, like, reach around, like, oh, let me grab his balls. Like, I've never had that shit.
Your girl don't love you.
I guess so.
Sorry.
So, how does that shit feel? So, y'all put me up on game. Y'all put me up on game. Y'all put me up on game.
It feels, hey,
You feel good? You feel good?
it's in the moment. No! It's in the moment.
All right, let me ask you
I never had that shit. I never had a girl like reach
you
around.
ever had a
Like,
girl-
let me
Okay,
feel
so
like,
that's
you
the
know what I'm saying?
problem.
All right, Doc.
Step one is get your balls grabbed while
Okay.
you're inside the pussy.
Okay, okay.
Have you ever had a girl just suck your dick and not touch your balls?
Yeah, but see, I don't like my balls like play with though. I don't like my balls play with.
No, grab
Just
it.
focus on the dick. Focus on the dick.
Ladies.
That's focus on
Yeah,
that.
you never took a thumb in the butt?
No.
Beat up
on
for
the
that
dick.
shit.
Let me
Focus
yell.
on the dick.
Let me yell in this mic.
Have you ever put your thumb in a girl's butt?
Wait, this is going way off topic. Wait, I'm still talking about men
Go ahead,
and
Delisa. Go
balls
ahead.
and
Go
dicks
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
in the ass. Wait,
Ain't nothing going to my ass. I heard that till slide
Man.
shit.
For real, nigga.
right?
Feel like feel like, boop, nigga, like, nigga be like, oh, shit, nigga. I said, hell no.
You
nigga.
sounded like you kind of like it there, though.
Nah,
Oh, shit. That part.
that shit.
It's going to be a mean left hook to your jaw.
Real talk, nigga. Don't play my
That's a
booty.
violation.
Real talk.
Wait,
See, all these boundaries.
first of all, First of all,
standard.
ladies, let me just tell you this: if a man decided he want to hit you upside anywhere that is not your ass. Because you decided to put your thumb up his ass.
Rape.
Hey, 100 though. 100. Give me some.
I have to defend myself.
Okay.
Interference.
Like, hold on.
I agree to the legal sex.
Real talk. Hey,
Officer,
flag on the play. Flag on the play.
I'm gonna tell the officer what happened. Officer, she was sucking my dick. She put a thumb in my butt. I hit her in the jaw. What's the story?
Hit with the elbow, nigga. Hit with the elbow. Like, what are we talking?
I'll see you in court on
But this is the officer probably like, oh my god.
Officer,
Ladies,
that Billy Club on your butt?
ladies, if he yells rape, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
This is Black Lavender. I have no problem touching the jaw. This is suspect shit.
If you want the Black Lavender though, they were like, nigga, hold up, dog. Hold up. Nigga, don't that Black Lavender though. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't recovered.
Let you know right now.
Wait.
And you do the finger them out.
Okay, no finger. No finger. If you grab his balls,
I'm cool with that.
you grab his balls.
Right.
You can grab his balls. Actually,
I'm talking about balls, girl.
emphasis.
Actually, there's too much emphasis on the grab.
For real, like,
Okay,
how hard are you grabbing his balls? You know what I'm saying? Are you gripping that shit?
Wiggle the
It's like
just
therapeutic little
jiggle
balls.
in between your fingers.
If
Never
you
had
like
Asian balls you get from a Chinese
spear
shop?
fingers,
I have some of
Do that like Morpheus.
Like, don't grab
They do a spear fingers, America. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, we're
I
not.
need y'all to go down Old Town.
they do a
to
spear
little
finger
Chinese shop.
Can we just look at everyone's fingers doing it? Just to make sure we all know.
they do a spear fingers like a motherfucker. It's like, for real.
I don't feel confident because
who
all my
grab
visual
balls.
ball sacks in your hands. I'm trying to do that
For
shit
me,
with
that'll
y'all.
do shit for me. That'll do shit for me.
2-3 months.
Like,
I've grabbed balls.
Anyway,
You just go past it and just be like,
Why do you got one finger? Why somebody got one finger out there like boop, boop?
she lied to you. She lied to you. She said she's gonna caress your balls.
you with that booty hole.
Motherfucking index finger with the slit. She lied to
You with that
you.
booty hole. God damn.
Sylvia in that booty hole with that
That
index.
booty
Hey,
hole
I'm letting you know
too.
right now that Arthur meme gonna be real when that fist comes out. It's gonna knock your ass out.
It's a reflex, nigga. That elbow, nigga, is like.
All I know is she said caress and then a fucking index finger slid out. I'm like,
It's a reflex. It's a reflex.
Wait.
It's a reflex.
Wait, can we talk about how fast Sam said rape?
no.
Really came to that conclusion very quickly.
How happy?
Rape?
No,
I'm calling
honestly,
niggas like, wait.
honestly, I don't want to take a super serious turn, but I'm
about
happy that he did. No, because I feel like
goddamn
men
right.
don't
And if I was
say
Kevin Hart, would have said she
anything.
raped me too. I'm not giving you $30 million.
What do you want being Kevin Hart?
Because he should have said he was
Because
raping
he
that
wasn't
video.
ready.
You're not gonna extort
Okay,
me.
so then that's
having
when
the
you're
one.
gonna come up with a problem, and no one's gonna take you or any man seriously, and that's what women face now. So now you just took us to a serious turn.
That's fine. I'll go there with you. Where you want to go? Let's stick
I'm
down the
just
street
saying
together.
that
Coming down the street.
as women, one, society doesn't take us seriously in general. And then we do get pushed or get faced with these situations where there are women who lie about being raped.
Can we
And
talk about that?
and then it's like, well, the ones who are actually victims, nobody takes them seriously because, oh, well, so-and-so said that too, and you've seen how that situation turned out, especially
Yep.
when it's college women who are
Yes.
in college.
Yep.
Because
But isn't
It-
that society's fault?
Because there's no consequence.
The ones who
it's
are
always,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's always society's fault. I don't care. It's always society's fault, but there are women who do not make it easier for the women who are actually victims. That's the thing, is that the ones that are quiet are usually the real victims. The ones that are out there about it are usually the ones that are like,
And
No. Let's not make that generalization.
not a full-on generalization.
Let's not make the
and
generalization,
this
but
is
it's
true for men as well. Like men, more They're than usually women, quiet, too.
Mm-hmm.
don't say anything. And then the men who do say something, they're ridiculed for it. So to make those kind of jokes is kind of like super insensitive. But as men, I don't know what it's for you guys. It's more insensitive for you guys, for those men who actually are, raped. But I mean, that's for y'all to figure out. we can advocate for you, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter unless a man is saying it themselves. So,
Yeah, real talk.
and
I was talked into it eventually.
another thing with rape for men is that a lot of men don't see themselves as being raped, like the whole Chris Brown thing where they said he had sex at 11 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
And a lot of people are
artists
saying
and
that
shit.
he was raped, but Chris Brown doesn't say that he's raped. So it's kind of like, well,
Yeah.
where do you draw the line? But that's a whole different conversation. I'm gonna sip my wine and sip.
So-
it.
I feel like when men talk about, oh, I had sex at 11, 12, 13, they wear it as a badge of honor. You know what I'm saying? More so than anything. Like they're like, oh, I was raped. But they like, oh, I got pussy at an early age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how sad is that?
I'm saying, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but niggas use that as like, oh yeah, I got pussy early. You know what I'm saying? But 9 out of 10, the chick that he had sex with was like 20, 21.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
Or
my
it's
nigga.
like-
Yeah, that's
like-
weird as fuck.
It is.
It is
It's
weird,
weird.
especially when you flip
Yeah.
it and you say, okay, it was a girl that was 11 and a guy that's 21.
Yeah,
and it's
right.
like,
Oh,
whoa,
Absolutely.
But why is it different?
Right.
And that's
Absolutely.
an
Men need
issue that we have in
protection.
society, and that's not
how
just
men and women
it's not a
are.
man-woman
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
That's test of time.
I think we were talking about it earlier.
I mean, if you
too.
look at what society deems as a norm, it's changed. So look at like Edgar Allan Poe, where it was cool for him to be engaged to a 13-year-old. That was a norm back then. Everybody was fucking little underage girls.
Yeah.
They wanted them younger so they could be more fruitful. They'll carry their successors and
Which
heirs.
is weird. I feel like it should be the other way around. Since women's sex drives last longer than men's.
Well, even if your sex drive lasts longer, I need to
Reproductive
kill them now
system.
because
They
at
just start
age-
you early
past
on
a
the
certain age.
Yeah, it's just
you're
starting
barren,
earlier.
and I
is
can't
all it is.
have this, woman of age not be able to be fruitful to my
Yeah.
heirs because they were killing ladies out here for that.
Real
I
talk.
was
Live
thinking
long.
the other day too about like the whole dynamic of like people getting married for love and all these things, and I'm like, dude, back in the day, it was purely for
Business
deal. It was a business
survival.
deal.
It was
Yeah.
a business deal. It was like, all right, this person, if
family's gonna survive.
my daughter is unwed by this age, that's a burden on me.
Our whole
Where I'm
family's gonna
trying,
suffer.
where I'm trying to push it, and it's like a lot of those people and a lot of people didn't get married for love. They just got married. It was like
Yeah.
economically,
A lot
this
of
makes
people
sense
still
socially.
do that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where
But
it's
it-
like,
and it's like-
our whole family suffers because you're not married. Because we're not married. Our whole family.
We're not
Yeah.
getting nothing from it. I'm trying to get this fucking goat's milk out here. Man.
They pawn their children off like for real.
No, yeah, that's really what it was.
It's
My
here
15
They want their
acres
one
and
It's
10
economics,
cows.
and
One
it's
Worth
like
it.
somehow people at some point like we flipped it where it's like you're supposed to seek after love, and I was like, damn, now I kind of wish I was like, could I just
But I don't think it was.
find a nigga for
It
a
wasn't-
That's why I kind of I
That wasn't-
find a little bit better, but I think you might feel a little bit better about yourself. Where you're like, this is purely economical. Like,
Well, that's why sometimes I
don't
low key
feel better
believe in
about it.
arranged marriage. Like I low key believe in it because I feel like it's so logical. It's such a logical
Yeah.
decision that it makes sense in your mind. Like waiting for love, like marrying for love, all of that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience. I know because I lived it. Okay, but I'm saying like if at 15, 16, whatever, like you were married, I feel like you can always learn to love someone. Now we're not gonna let's take out the abuse, let's take out like all the horrible things that can come, because that can come with any relationship. But let's just say at 20 we all got married off to someone. We might not love them right away, but after spending time in a house with someone, building a family with someone, you're finna love that nigga. Like after a while.
Okay, question. I have a question. The
Yeah.
person, this could go for everyone
Women,
here.
yes.
The person that you loved or the person that you were dealing with at 20, whether it was just like a fuck buddy or
would I want to
anything-
fuck? Would I want to marry that nigga? No.
But you're married to this person.
Right.
Do you believe that you could learn to love this person, or is it?
I think that you can learn. Well, yes,
That's what I
because
was
I
thinking.
think that you
Wait,
can learn to love.
Somebody who is a manipulator, abusive.
I missed the first
and you
part.
fall in love with
Stockholm
them.
syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, you can learn.
Not to
You
say
can.
that arranged marriage is like being kidnapped. But
Yeah.
you know, it's the
But
same.
you can be conditioned
It's
to
arranged.
think that
Yeah.
whatever is normal and that
because
whatever
it's all
is
about
good
what
for
the
you.
intent and the purpose is. It's like if the purpose
And the
is like
surroundings. I would
is
say that
for
too.
me to be taken care of in this and this way, and love is just like we get that.
That kind of
too.
is like an extra.
Yeah, like I get to love this
You're
person
raised
too,
that
but it's
whole
like
way.
if it's
Like
for
your whole life.
security,
Yeah, true. That's your
if
whole
it's
life
for
revolves around.
Yeah,
whatever
and that's
it
all you
is,
know.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier, and then
That's
you
a
can
big
like
factor
learn
in
to
it.
love.
Is what how
And
you're
sometimes
raised.
I don't want to say I wish women were conditioned that way, because I think we are fed the fairy tale, right? Like fall in love, it's the same. It's like if we were like if we were
My mama
taught
never
like
told
to
me
look
that
at it as an economical gain. Like,
I literally
hey,
remixes to fairy
union with
tales.
a purpose is much stronger than union
yeah,
based
but
off
definitely.
just
But the thing
that
is, like,
funny
if that's
feeling.
what we were preached to, right? Like, all right, this union is
My
to bring
upbringing was
whatever
different.
that gain is, right? Power,
Mine was too.
money,
That's why I'm
whatever.
Happy, thank you, Mom, for the Cinder Ghetto stories and not Cinderella.
Yeah, but it's like that's what we're fed, right? But if we're fed to
Seriously,
say,
I got
hey,
Cinder Ghetto, not
you can
Cinderella.
be independent and make a choice and say, hey, this is gonna benefit me too. Like this isn't about like me
And that
lusting
goes
after
historically,
this like
really beneficial.
Women
exactly.
don't even. Women weren't even allowed. Shut up! I don't know what you guys are
No.
talking about.
Negative
Why would you
beneficial.
not want a mutually beneficial
People
relationship?
benefit from a union.
That's why.
That's
I'm
some backward ass thinking.
and that's what I'm gonna tell.
Wait,
you.
why? Wait, why?
Marriage.
What?
me
What?
neither.
Oh.
So we're
You
on the
don't
same
believe
page.
in marriage.
I don't believe in marriage
Okay.
because you're any type of relationship is all circumstantial.
Meaning?
If we weren't in the same like group of people of knowing, then how could I ever meet you?
Wait.
So then you could be my soulmate, but I would never meet you.
Okay.
So like, what if my
Then
soulmate
you're not your
is?
soulmate.
But you don't know that. What if my circumstances change and then I get wealthy and I meet another group of people and I
Then
meet
your
somebody?
soulmate somewhere else.
So why get married then?
Don't.
No one's telling you have to get married. You're saying that.
That's what I'm saying.
We
I don't
haven't
think
said
any of
that.
this. How was that?
Can you re-explain? Wait, everyone.
Black lavender.
Kendall.
In real life,
Like a
Black lavender. Black
So you
lavender.
be in a house with somebody and love that person?
Wait,
I
I think regardless of whether or not it's arranged or not, you have to, when you're making the commitment to
Black
be married and
lavender,
be
can
in
I-
that relationship, you're also making that
They're
commitment.
about to come for you, dog.
You're gonna
They about to
grow
come
with
for you.
someone through the different
Come for
phases
you.
of their
Someone
life.
get a picture of her.
Is this thing
They
on?
about to- She across the table, my nigga. Go ahead.
I just want to say,
Black Lavender versus Delicia, nigga. Let's go. Let's get it.
not even the funny part is I'm not even the weapon. That one is. That's the weapon right there. I'm cool.
Hey,
I literally.
we got 2 versus 1, dude. Come on, let's get it. Hey, Black Lavender, let's get it. Come on.
North Korea's over here.
Come on. Seriously? Let's get it. Come on.
I do not believe
Okay.
that
Go
in
ahead.
a circumstance, no matter how long I've lived with you, that yes, I can love you, but I know for sure that if I expand my boundaries, I can easily fall out of love with you. So,
That's
Okay, ladies.
no.
Ladies, what's your rebuttal? Ladies.
Acting like a gem.
And that's just the
All
truth.
right, okay, all right.
Wait, don't anticipate my response, please.
Go
Don't.
ahead, ladies.
I want to know what he has to hear
I just
first.
want to finish.
I want to know.
There's too many
I
things
want to
happening
know
right now.
what
I'm
Sam
listening. Okay. Do you don't
thinks.
think people can learn to
Natalie,
love
can you
You
stop
can love,
copping
it's
cheek
everyone's
pills?
a learned trait.
Learn-
You love your friends. You
Yeah.
love people you're around.
Right.
But me being placed in a circumstance will not ever make me say, hey, this is the one. This is just me speaking for myself.
Okay.
I'm not speaking for a group of men because I know some people around here. You can please.
Sorry,
either me.
no,
Go
no.
ahead, try.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh shit, they gonna nod you, my nigga. Come on, don't get nods, my
The
nigga.
bridge is over. It's coming.
That
Don't
nigga,
worry
hey,
about it.
Okay,
nigga, hey,
Derek, don't put your hands.
I'll hit that shit real quick, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, go ahead, ladies. Go ahead. I'm
Calm down.
Do you apply that rule or that principle to everyone? Only apply that
I'm listening to you. Shut up.
Because I feel like that, because I feel like that could be with anybody. Like you can do that with any relationship. So are you saying that you don't want to be in long-term relationship with anyone or anything?
I would say you go into it with the glass half empty, not half full.
Wow,
Sam's
that's a sad.
And y'all think I'm a
Well, I understand it's
pessimist.
debatable. Haven't talked to me because you got mad at me or some stupid shit.
Oh, can we talk about this? Should we talk about this?
Relationship guru. Can you have one of us on as a relationship guru once a month?
We should.
I like the.
This is not gonna
Here we go.
We still get into the stupid of the week, you know what I'm saying?
We're not talking about it right now. And then wait.
I'm gonna hit the guru.
Other peanut.
That's a nice little drop, though. That's a nice little drop. We're gonna cut that shit up. We'll cut that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
You literally have to have one
other
person at a
peanuts in the
time.
peanut gallery.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about what we're talking about, like arranged marriage?
Can I?
Go ahead.
I was laid across the table waiting.
Oh yeah,
Go
that's
ahead,
true.
D.
We
Go
were
ahead.
waiting. I thought you
You told us to not.
I was listening to him.
Yeah.
It was mainly for y'all to shut up because I know we can talk. We gonna talk. But I wanted to make sure that he
We're
had
also
the,
gonna
the
shake
stick.
it like a red bone.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, let her talk.
Like a red bone. like a red bone.
Come on now.
Sorry. I feel like Natalie said it. Like,
Okay.
Come on, D.
waiting.
Come on, D. Come on, D.
sorry.
Ooh, don't say that.
I just feel like what I'm gonna say is gonna
Yo,
end up being really
yo,
simple, and
chill
you're gonna be
out,
like,
chill
"Oh
out.
yeah."
Don't
But
worry, I won't.
it's not. I know. You're my challenge.
Let her say it, please.
Oh my god!
Hey! Hey! Hold on.
In my face. In my face.
It's supposed to be a bunch of
Somebody take this.
Relax.
Hey,
Good.
y'all remember that
Good.
rule about girls don't do things?
Good.
I farted. Yeah. She farted.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Anyways, it's natural.
Hold on. You farted,
All
my
right,
nigga?
wait.
You know what? It
You
was
said the
please.
rebuttal to what I said. You said it's gonna be
it
really
was such
simple.
good timing.
So does that mean this what you about to say is gonna be shit?
Silent for the longest time.
Okay, sorry.
All right, there you go.
I'm not even.
This
very-
actually is
Quiet
going to be
storm.
very simple.
I'm gonna hold on.
Toneness. Because I don't remember what I was gonna say, and I laid across the table, and after that, I was kind of lost.
Is this thing on?
Yeah. I had something in mind, and then I was letting him go, and then I kind of lost it. But I mean, I feel like with people if we're brought up a certain way. No. If we're brought up the way that we are, because
We are brought up the way that we are.
no, I'm saying like the way that we think versus how somebody who's raised thinking, oh, I'm men, for example. I don't even think that they're raised like to think someone's gonna wait hand and foot on me. That's how we think because all of us think when we see it on the outside looking in.
Wait, can
Wait, no,
wait, I need a clarification.
I want to hear the rest.
What clarification do you need?
Are you saying that men are not raised to think that women should wait on them hand and foot?
Respect.
No.
Okay.
I'm
I need
saying-
a clarification.
I should say, I'm intoxicated.
Me too.
She out the Hennepin.
And I believe we were talking about
Shout out to
people
Hennessy, you know, we need a sponsor of this
women
motherfucker.
not in America.
Okay.
Is that true?
I think we're talking about everyone in the world.
Okay, we can't talk about general women because that no,
we have to.
no, because we don't. No, women in general don't live the same.
talking about?
Nobody lives the same way generally. So I'm just wondering.
I know that, but
Go
like
ahead, D. Get your
for
get your
sake of
thoughts out.
conversation, we kind of have to.
Get your thoughts out.
Okay, so in general,
Thank you.
women. We're all racist. Don't look for the sound that you're gonna make for me.
I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Scrolling like this bitch.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live.
Nobody got patience for me. Is that I don't remember, but this is where I'm gonna go right now.
Okay,
Because
go.
this is where I'm at.
Something.
shut up.
This is where I'm at.
That's where you at.
Where you at?
Oh goddamn!
Bruh, you made me do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
Canceled.
Where did I get my move?
I just want to let everybody know.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Is this still on?
Yeah, hell yeah. We still
I just want to let
recording.
everybody know that I've waited for this moment.
You had your moment.
Why?
You had your moment.
I waited
for
for this moment
minutes.
for a long time to learn something because I was told there was a feminist in this group. I don't understand feminism at all. I see shit.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Before everyone gets loud. Before everyone gets loud. Wait. Before we get loud, can we let Sam explain why he doesn't?
Please. Yes.
Let him hear first.
I sincerely want to understand
I just want
how it
to.
doesn't make sense.
Okay. I just give me the.
Let her hurry up, please. Let it go. So we can knock it
God
out.
damn it!
I gotta go pee.
Bitch. I just want to say.
Let the dick go.
No.
Let the dick go.
Look at her.
So
Let her say her
let
vision.
the dick
She's
go.
I had a Yana moment. But I just want to
Let
say.
hashtag. Let the dick go.
God. Okay.
I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, Delisa wants to
Good for
say.
her. She ain't let the dick go. You know what I'm saying?
Delisa wanted to say.
Entire existence.
Big Sam.
Y'all were better off dealing with me.
So, wait, hold on.
Big Sam. Handle your business.
Hold on, wait. So, y'all probably did hear that little bit of exchange because in the middle of the America grabbing, we muted the mic.
America grabbing.
Yeah, we grabbed the mic. This is America.
Apparently, I've invoked the Kim Jong-un rule. I'm about to piss off Rocket Man. What led to this conversation?
You Rocket Man.
She said the rocket's on the loose, and she referred to as Kim Jong-un. That wasn't me. That was your team that did it.
Team? Is this a competition?
Oh my God! See, here we go. And this is why I don't understand. This is why I don't
I
understand.
just want you to Sam, explain to us your point of view.
I do not understand feminism because all I've seen is people dividing the feminist, whatever it is, into different subgroups, and why there are these extreme feminists, there's the regular feminists, there's the Afrocentric feminists who don't agree with feminists over here. But isn't the end game of all feminists is for women to be on an equal playing field of men, to share and invoke all of their power?
But what does that have anything to do with you agreeing with it?
I didn't say I didn't agree with it. I said I don't understand it.
I feel like the principle of feminism is very simple.
But it's not once you just.
The principle of, I'm not saying the manifestation of, the principle of feminism is one sentence, the equality of male and female. That's it. We complicate it because we're human and we grew up in society that's complex. So everyone relates to what's relational to us, what we can relate with.
Okay, then what's mansplaining?
You got the camera.
Why you gotta be a part of it? I mean, your part is an ally. Like, that's it.
Get him.
She's not getting me on anything. I'm asking a question.
No, and I'm answering.
Okay, what is mansplaining? If it's
mansplaining?
if it's a legit answer to the question, how am I mansplaining it to you if it's logical?
Logical based on your perspective as a male. Period.
But if it's factual, or there is no like black and white, this is a straight fact of what I've answered.
Can you give an example? Because I don't. Okay. And then also, a lot of mansplaining is I, as a female, am expressing to you what my perspective, what my experience has been, and you telling me, no, that's not your experience. This is your experience because these are the facts. That is mansplaining. Not actually listening to what a female has to say, not listening to what a woman has to say, and saying, oh, because I have the facts, I know better than you. That doesn't make sense. Mansplaining shouldn't even be a thing. You should be listening because it's not your perspective. It's not your experience. So take about 5 minutes to actually absorb what a woman is saying and then develop an opinion.
Get 'em.
Fuck what Einstein said. Einstein didn't have a pussy, so who cares?
Oh.
Get him.
Oh.
Einstein was a Pisces. Get him.
Einstein didn't have a pussy. So was Steve Jobs.
No, I believe in it.
But
I am too a Pisces, so I guess we're gonna get into this.
okay.
Wow. This just got really deep, y'all.
Okay, like for example, what did I send you guys the other day? I sent you guys.
Bitch, you sent us a lot of shit. Okay?
I sent them something on Twitter, and it was this guy basically saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna know if my girlfriend fucked another dude because her vagina's not gonna snap
That's
back."
not even a thing. Like,
And
I
so
don't
his
fucking
whole premise was
understand.
like, "I'm gonna be able to feel that another dude was in you," and
Hashtag science. Like,
so
that's
all
not a
these
thing.
girls are going off on him.
Hashtag
Right?
science. Get that shit
Like
rolling.
all these girls are going off on him, like that's not how the vagina works. Like all these things, and one dude actually, my favorite response was this guy that was like, "Y'all sat there and did a lot of research on the punani to make a post," and it's like. All these girls are like, no, I have a vagina. Like, I literally have a vagina. I didn't have to
every
research
single
anything.
day.
Like,
What do you mean? And who did the research? Probably a man. So I'm like,
So it's
how credible is it
that
really?
for me? That would be mansplaining. Like, how are you?
What am
how
I
are you
missing?
explaining?
What am I missing?
My anatomy?
No, I
when
really
you
want
don't
to know.
have it.
I really want to know.
And you're making
what
the
am I
assumption.
missing?
The guy was like, "Your pussy's not elastic." I'm like, okay.
Because here's the flip
But the
side.
nigga bounces
If
back.
y'all niggas say something about your dick, ain't no way, girl. Ain't no girl
Nobody's
tell
gonna
you
question
about
you.
about how your dick
At
reacts
all.
to shit. We're like, okay.
Y'all said y'all didn't want toys in the bedroom. We was like, all right. Even though
We
but
didn't
it should
suggest
not be
you
about
may
you.
want to
Like,
I never said that
I'm
because I
saying in
had.
general, that was the conversation.
But now we're generalizing.
No, I said
I'm
in the
giving
whole
you an
instance,
example.
there
Sorry.
was a percentage of the group.
I'm giving an
who
example of
agree with that
mansplaining, right?
statement,
Like a man
period.
is trying to explain how the female reproductive system works, and it's like,
You don't have a pussy.
so your mom had you out of her vagina, most likely, right? Her vagina is not as big as you were. It came back.
But you're saying that what he was saying, well, wasn't factual though. Those weren't facts. That was just him being a fucking
But that's
idiot.
but that's. I think.
So
what
wait.
is the
Are you
example?
saying that it's
example.
facts?
No, I said that wasn't
No,
factual.
but I'm saying
That's clear. It's just a hypothetical. It's
like
putting
when
together a
mansplaining.
metaphor.
Yeah.
One of you guys talking.
When mansplaining comes in, it's ignoring, right? Like the female experience. Because that guy was basically saying, I'm ignoring what you're telling me. I mean, that happens to be factual, but I'm ignoring saying this is a female experience that, yeah, I could fuck you and your dick could be this big, but my coochie is going to be this small when we end it. And you're taking over that experience and saying, well, I know how women work. I know. And it's like,
No, you actually.
that's
don't.
how, that, for me, that's what mansplaining is. It can be factual, right? Like, he could have been speaking in terms of like, oh, maybe he had a girl with a really loose vagina and like it didn't snap back, and that's not my problem. But how the vagina works, like being a woman, like that's not how it goes down. So that's how I think of mansplaining is like not taking into account like I'm experiences as a woman. Like take that into account. You
Which
can
is
have
pretty much
your
all that matters.
you can have your opinion at the end of the day because it's not that every woman agrees on everything, right?
Right.
It's taking that away and saying, I'm gonna ignore your experience and let me tell you as a man, like, what's really going down. That's what mansplaining is to me.
And the part that I don't understand is why not listen? Like, you basically shoot yourself in the foot by not taking a second to actually hear what the woman in your life is saying.
The fuck
Like,
up.
you're shooting yourself in the foot. Like,
Did she not just tell me to shut up and listen while not doing that?
No,
Now see, now how am I shook?
No, you're not
I
tripping.
don't think she was talking to you.
I'm just saying she got y'all shut the fuck up.
Oh.
But isn't that what you just said? To listen, but now I got
Shut
shit.
the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
See?
she told your ass, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Let me come up with Nicki Minaj extras.
It's cool. It's
she
cool.
told y'all to shut
We
the
gon'
fuck up.
All right, Byron.
We're gonna be cool though. We're gonna be cool. We're gonna be cool.
That's
Let's
what like
be cool,
Felicia
fellas.
for Friday.
Let's be cool. Let's be cool. All right?
Okay, but at the end of the day,
All right.
I want to bring it back to a pause. I don't know how long we've been doing this.
Mind you,
I really do want to thank you guys for having us
Oh,
on.
for sure. No. We appreciate y'all input though. Like we want y'all input.
our input
Because-
is necessary. And
Absolutely.
important and
Absolutely.
most valid. Because what
And
y'all
it's
say is
also
shit.
like I just feel like our input is varied. There's
Yeah.
a variety,
That's
but it's
true.
also really real, right? Like you're
Yes.
getting an
100%.
experience from a
Different.
bunch of different types of women.
Yeah.
And not all of us agree on every single subject, but there are some core values that we're gonna agree on, like mansplaining or feminism, right? Like,
And maybe those are
all
values
believe
you
in
should
that.
take into consideration for yourself. If you're looking for somebody with a woman with substance,
Say it.
If you no, if
you
you are a
want a
man
woman with what?
who loves women, then you should
want a woman
think
with
about the women's experience and what
And
the
what
fuck that
the
they
fuck
go
we're
through in their
saying.
life and pay attention to what they're listening to. It literally doesn't make sense to me why men are so against women speaking up
Right.
about their experience or who they are or explaining their experience to people. I literally don't understand it because for the rest of your life you're either going to live with a woman or have babies with a woman. You might have a
And you
girl,
might have a
and
little
you
girl.
might have to
Today,
figure
you
out
got a mama.
how to raise that woman up
got
into
a
a
mama.
strong ass woman, and you're going to need other women to contribute
Even
into her life.
if you
And
don't
so therefore
have
you
any
should
of those,
listen
you
and
have a mama.
listen to the other women in her life and take it as not like I'm giving you fucking like the 10 things that you need to take away from church. No, I'm telling you, like, this is my experience, this is what it is, and that's it, period.
Don't do that shit to other people.
Yeah, and it's
Be
almost
a
like
good-ass
before a
person.
woman even voices her opinion, you try to discredit her instead of being open. Like, she might actually have some shit that I can learn from. How about that? But because you're on the defense before a woman even opens her mouth, you trying to pile up the facts, and it's like, why not just take a minute to actually
And also,
listen?
what facts?
What facts? By who? You can find facts to discredit anything. There are facts on both sides. There's more than that.
Go ahead, Delisa.
I gotta be devil's advocate, but there are women who will, I don't want to say
manipulate.
No,
Really?
I was gonna say
for
advocate, but I don't want to say advocate. But because men need somebody who's going to be a voice for them, and usually it's not another man, which is weird because you guys aren't really open to saying, okay, men get raped, men get manipulated, men get hurt, and men cry. And you guys aren't open to those things. And it's usually a woman who's at the forefront of all of those things for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say that there are women who do counteract the, not even just us five women here, but just women in general who are trying to root for you.
Yeah.
There
Yes,
are
which is
women
a black
that
woman's
are
experience
present.
all day long.
It
all day.
is.
All day long.
It is. But I don't want to sit here and make it seem like it's not a man's experience too.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
They do face those. It's like, I feel like we take it with a grain of salt at this point because we know the general consensus is men ain't shit.
Okay.
I don't believe that all men aren't shit.
Shit.
But that's like the
the
general
consensus,
consensus is that men are shit, and so we kind of take everything that they say with a grain of salt. Whereas men are kind of like, I don't know what the hell y'all think, but women kind of get a pass, and y'all, we kind of slide in, and we can do whatever we do, and whatever type of woman is sliding into your life, whether she be something that's going to nourish you or poison you. I don't know, but I feel like women have more, like at this, the women in my life have a better sense of, okay, this is the kind of man I don't want. This is poison. You're poison. You're gonna go over there. I don't feel like men kind of have that
filter.
That filter yet. Y'all are kind of like, we're getting there.
I think,
but we still
it's all about maturity level too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about maturity and about building up a
Let me ask you a real last question though.
Like
let me ask a real last question though. Let me ask. Okay, if a nigga ain't shit, and you know a nigga ain't shit.
Right.
My nigga Natalie, she keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But no.
Hey.
But the nigga is fucking the shit out of you. And I've heard females say, "Oh, you know what? I'll give a nigga a pass, cause the nigga is in my ribs," type shit. So like females will like, okay, you know what? I know the nigga ain't shit.
Stop. I'm gonna answer.
No, for real talk.
Good.
How do you go about that?
What do you mean? I don't
No, because females will give a nigga a pass. Females will give a nigga a pass
because I'm getting dick down, like
because
real
he's
talk.
giving you dick.
No, but there are people.
Oh yeah,
women like
we
that.
want to act.
Yes.
No.
Amazon. Women like that.
Multitudes of penises.
But this is
But
like,
I'm just saying, man, I'm just saying.
like we can maybe stand and say that's not it, but I've been in a drought. And I've been in a drought where I was like, I'll accept some shit.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily what I would want.
Are we talking about just fuck buddies? Or are we talking about?
Just dick in general. In general.
And I agree with that. I think that there are definitely women. It all comes with.
You can get some whack dick and you get some good dick. You know what I'm saying?
It all
real
comes
talk.
with, like,
Real fucking talk.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, like, it comes
You get
with
like a good nigga with some whack ass dick, or just like a whack ass nigga with some good ass dick.
Sorry, as a woman who's been through some shit, I would much rather prefer a person who's good at the heart. I can work with her.
Okay, that's
you
cool.
got.
That's
like,
cool. Yeah.
Who gives?
But
I got a
there's some.
question.
I think there's some women though
That's cool.
that don't.
That's
Okay,
cool.
go ahead.
That's
Austin,
cool.
That's
Austin
bullshit.
has a question.
That's
Hold on.
bullshit.
Hold on. So there's always these girls that talk about, you know,
Society.
my bad. I'm sorry. When you make a decision and say, you know, I'm looking for the one, right? And there's like 10 dudes that like you, right? And you pick the dude that, you know, is the wrong motherfucker. But there's like 9 motherfuckers that want to take you out on a date. Why do y'all always take the motherfucker that treats you like shit?
No, because you know what you're getting into. Period.
No,
Blank.
that's not
the devil you know is better than the devil that you don't.
But
think of it that way. I know that he's an asshole. I know there's no surprises. I know if I fuck with him, I already know what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
You, the good guy, you, the nice guy. What the fuck are you hiding?
I think
that's literally
no.
That's literally where it starts.
It's
like,
true.
Yeah, you
So
look
if they're
nice on
too
the
nice,
outside.
that's like...
No, it's like I feel like that's not authentic because nobody's perfect. That's to me, that's bullshit.
And let me
Nobody is a good. Everybody has shit that they're dealing with. So what is it? It might not be you're gonna fucking cheat, but what is it? Are you addicted to porn? Are you what is it? There's something. And so you're nice in the beginning, but what's real? What's real? Don't just be nice because that's what you're told that you need to be. Like, be real, and you're gonna have some shit. So be real. Period.
Can I piggyback over?
Well, go ahead.
Now, given there's so many things I want to go off of that. That was great.
We have a podcast, I think.
We have a podcast.
Tune in to Black Girls Blush. You know what I'm saying? That's a plug. That's a plug.
Wait, that's spelled W.
Don't play me. Don't play me.
Wait, can we ask some questions
We're
of
Black Girls
them
Brunch.
before we stop? Can we ask questions of the men?
Miley Cyrus has made an appearance.
I see.
Miley is here.
Okay, well,
my baby girl, she's like, I'm here with
wait,
y'all.
I have some questions for them. That I thought we came up with questions for them that we were gonna ask.
I don't have any
Well,
questions.
hold up.
I have a question. I have like a real legitimate question.
Go
ahead. D, finish your thought.
I don't even know what it was anymore.
She doesn't know.
Go ahead.
I don't
What's
know
your
what the
question
fuck y'all
now?
was talking about because I was peeing.
We're talking about girls
Going for
choosing
bad
to be
guys.
for the douchebags versus nice guys, and it's better to go with the person that you know is going to treat you like shit than the person.
And he's surprised.
But, okay, wait, I have a question for the men because
and I don't have any.
this is something that I honestly want to know.
But isn't it like
How
self-hurt?
do y'all do this?
Look at me right now.
It's this okay, and let me just preface this: this is coming from a personal place.
A personal place. I
This
like
is coming from a
personal
place of hurt.
I was going to just say that I didn't hurt you.
You didn't hurt me, but I'm gonna ask this question because I feel like it is very common between women, between the stories that I hear from women. Why do men start relationships with women that they are not going to like? That there's nothing at the end of that, like
Complacency.
There's gonna be nothing. There's gonna be no relationship out of this. There's gonna be nothing out of this. Like, why even start the conversation? And I feel like I've had so many men walk into my life, start a conversation with me, like text me, take me out, blah blah blah.
Can you just let her do? I know what you would ask. Just let her go.
Just let her go.
Just let her go.
And then
Before she forget. Just let her go before she forget. Just let her go before she forget. Just let her go. Just let her go. Just let her go.
This is radio right here. You know what I'm saying?
I love Sam things like because she's a dick. Exactly.
because then they're complete horrible people to you at the end, and it's
Am
like
I a dick? Like,
I don't understand why
I'm a
you
dick
even.
or like I'm a dick.
Why even start something?
I
That
don't
you're not
understand why
sincere
you
about?
start something that you
I
have
thought
no
I was
intention of
fine, didn't
finishing.
you?
They just trying to get the pussy.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
that's
real shit.
exactly what
That's
I was
real
gonna
shit.
say.
But what if it doesn't come of it?
Yeah,
What'd you
but
say?
what if that's clear to
Because
them?
at
and
first
they
it's
feel
a
like
challenge,
I've
and
been-
then
That's not a relationship. I'm already
I've
done.
never been in situations where like the
It's
end
never
result wasn't that
clear.
you're
They
gonna get
think that
pussy.
they-
It was just that.
All right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Let a man
You are
answer.
drinking my
They
drink.
probably won't agree with this,
That's
but I'm a
mine.
serial
Thank you.
monogamist,
She
so I've
has
done
your
this.
Go ahead.
I can tell you where it comes from. If it comes from a place of complacency and it's circumstantial,
Over some water.
it don't matter. She ain't listening over here. It's circumstantial and complacency. That's all it is.
Wait, say that again.
It's circumstantial and complacency.
Yeah.
You are what is in front of me right now in this moment. So I will take my time to do what is right in front of me in this moment, then you veer off the track. Because like you said, that you know it's there, you know he's an asshole, you know this is going to be a given. I know what I'm going and willing to chase, what I'm willing to invest in. If I already have...
What the hell?
If I already have this right here, I'm going to focus on that. Even though they may come of it, not going to be serious, but it's easier to get this guaranteed versus this non-guaranteed.
How is
It's
it
like
guaranteed?
Are we still
to
talking
you in
about
your
pussy? Or are we talking
I
It
don't
could be
understand how
anything.
it's guaranteed to you
Could be
when I tell you
anything.
that's not, and then you don't get it.
Okay,
At first
I
it's a
think
So then,
the problem-
And
was
that's a whole
that?
other different issue.
But are you saying that?
That's not.
I asked you to talk a long time. You still making sounds.
Y'all wouldn't let me talk.
Damn.
So is that you thinking you the only person, or is that him saying you the only person? Which is still you thinking you the only person.
It doesn't have anything to do with me being the only person or not. It's how he is treating me. I really don't understand.
So then that revolves back to you then
But the question
being
is,
a pawn in the game.
they have a relationship with
Why are
girls,
you
and
spitting?
they're not
Because
intending
that's
to
the only
actually
question.
be in there. No, just in general. Why do guys get in relationships?
Oh, guys.
Okay,
I thought it was right.
is it a relationship?
That's what the question was?
Is there a title?
No,
Is anything
I
implied?
don't know what the fuck y'all doing when it comes to
So,
relationships.
what is your real question? If I'm not,
Fuck boy shit, I can answer that.
No,
I'm
my
not going
question is-
to-
My question is, why the fuck would you start a relationship with someone that you know is only? Here's my thing: is that if it's only for the pussy, just be honest that it's only for the pussy. Because what it comes off as is that it's not only for that. And it's okay if it's only for the pussy. That's a
There are women
totally
who are
valid.
open to that.
That's something that women are open to.
Women like dick.
So
Okay,
why
but you
are
just
you
said
not
that-
telling the truth.
But you
and saying
said-
that that's what it's.
but you
for?
said already that
dick,
you
just
weren't going to give that up. So did you not?
No, I said in my examples that I'm using that that's not necessarily my motivation, and even if that's not my motivation, and you know that, then why? But that's what you want. Why are you still pursuing something falsely?
But is that clear, though?
Yes. And they pursue.
Then you
something that's
are with a
false.
fucking simp who's just trying to ease his way and to prove that he can do it. Because now you've goaded him.
Challenge. Yeah.
You've invoked
Why
the
is
bull.
that a
You have now
challenge?
red caped me into telling what I cannot have. And I will guarantee you I will
guess
get
I
it
don't
from you.
understand what
Why
the
does it-
challenge is because
Stop.
I feel like pussy is easy.
Stop
No,
that.
no,
Stop
no.
that,
Climbing
Natalie.
a mountain.
First
You
of all,
and everyone else telling me I cannot do it, I'm going to.
why?
hold on.
No, because in my mind right now, and I've been being quiet when people want me to be quiet. No, I have literally been quiet. I have not said shit.
Okay,
That's
go
why I
ahead,
don't
go,
say
let's go.
shit.
What, D?
No, because you're basically saying that even if we tell him you're not gonna get this pussy because we're not in a relationship or we're not fulfilling this kind of
No,
romantic
because I don't want to give it to you.
whatever
Has
it
nothing to do
is.
with any of
But
that.
he still pursues it and he plays whatever role he plays to get it. It's still kind of the rhetoric that you're saying right now. It still falls on the woman, and it's kind of like, for me, I'm just kind of like, well, what the fuck else do I have to do to tell him you're not gonna get this shit?
So then stop talking to me.
Exactly. Okay.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Both ways.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't know to stop talking to them when they're not being
No.
truthful.
I
don't need to
That's
know
my question. Is that whatever they're showing you is not truthful.
Y'all want to answer this? You want me to keep going?
Hold on.
No.
Delicia, let me speak.
Go ahead.
Delicia, let me speak.
Go ahead.
Because the response that you're giving is basically saying,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want what you're having to give to
I'm gonna tell you
me.
about some responses.
But
in a
you
minute,
keep
girl.
trying to give it to me, and there's a point where you need to have responsibility and say, I continue to pursue something that I knew was not fucking right. And
my hair over.
anyone on this panel, any of us can say that we've done that to a guy where it's like, we know that we went against what we knew was going on, and the person was very real in saying, I'm not shit. I'm not gonna give you shit. I'm not gonna be shit. And if you choose, to continue that, then you're saying it's okay. I'm okay with your bullshit. So your example, that's what I'm hearing from you, is that a woman is at that point agreeing and saying, you're not shit. You're not gonna give me the shit that I want. You're not gonna live up to my expectations. But because I'm being selfish and I don't want to be hurt and I don't want to feel like this man doesn't want me, I'm going to continue to give to this person. And then you give a false perception for a dude. It's just like, okay, this bitch is. I know I've done it. I know that I have felt strong about something, and then expected someone and saying, "Oh, I expect them to feel this way because I voiced that," but I let them treat me like shit, and I'm like, "How dare you treat me like shit?" And the person's like, "Because you did." You did, because at the end of the day, if you escort into someone and saying, "You know what? You can treat me like this way. You cannot live up to A, B, C, D, E, whatever that is, but I'm going to continue to pursue that." You're then giving that person permission to treat you how it is, and it comes down to just take personal responsibility and say, you know what?
I think
what I'm
talking about is very, very like shallow. Like it's not very like deep when you're in a relationship with someone you've been talking to them for months. I'm talking about very, very shallow. Like,
so
why
surface
the fuck?
level.
Like
surface
very
level what
Okay.
Surface level of like, if you know that you are not in a place to be in a relationship, why the fuck would you talk to any girl in a relationship type ass way? That doesn't make any sense to me. I think that at this point I've learned, right? Like I've learned the signs. I know how to.
Hi USA. I will just say this.
Try and engage me.
Will boil down to what our good friend
I'm talking about a fucking week.
Kendall said.
After a week of talking to this person, they're like,
Kendall's speaking.
Out there expecting that the feelings, the effort is going to be reciprocated.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
I do believe that.
All right,
I just want to.
I want to hear a man's perspective on this, right?
Why would
don't
you pursue someone
care to hear a man's perspective. I just wanted to say to all the listeners out there.
I guess I don't think that's a good enough reason.
Go to the mic.
Exactly. No. In the middle of this, I feel
I was talking to the mic.
Self-interest. Period. Point blank. So even if you are a beautiful, amazing person who makes me feel good inside, at the end of the day, I know that I want one thing. So how can I manipulate the situation so that I can get what I want out of it?
I want a male perspective on this.
I just want to say.
I think that self-interest is a good enough reason.
It may not be, but
Self-interest is a very
Why you get Why you get intimate with the mic, bro?
wanted to make sure that we were
let her
heard.
live her life.
All right, Derek, I think you had something to say.
I'll tell you what.
All right.
I'm going to ask you the question.
Why are you pulling
I'm going to answer the question because I think we got off topic with the what the question was.
I'm
here for that shit.
It's gonna come out. I'm gonna tell you what.
That shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. To answer Natalie's question from a guy's perspective of why things like that happen.
Things
like
what happened?
That was a good question.
We already know what's going on.
It's a very simple answer.
Because if somebody pop in the middle of the damn podcast and ask what the fuck they talking about,
David, why did you take?
we're in the middle.
They should have been listening to the whole damn podcast.
I like Sam's answer.
So here we go.
Okay.
If he
that one
To answer the question of why guys do things, get into relationships knowing that nothing's gonna come of it. It's we went around so many different ways. We heard so many different views, and we forgot the easiest view, which is men are stupid.
Well,
here's the thing. I said that there it is. Men are stupid, and
what does that even mean?
I'm gonna tell you why. I've been, if you know me for a while, I've been saying men are stupid for years. You never know how good we have it until it's gone, and that is true. And I think that as far as women goes, women are the smartest species. They are the strongest. They are the most brilliant. And from us. No, I'm serious. Sam's irritated. But look here.
Nigga, keep it 100.
I'm gonna give you 100 with True America. Look. Because simple as this, we get this on tape. I'm gonna tell you just like this. It's that, as I said before, men are stupid, right? With women, they're way more smarter, way more stronger than us, and to where they're able to take it something small and run so much farther with it than us, to where in our minds, for being immature as we are, it takes us a much longer time to comprehend the situation. So where a woman is already there, ready to make a future, we're light years behind. And by the time we get to it, it's too late because she moved on.
I got something to say too, though. Like, we got some fuck niggas out here, though, too, though, that will lie to get the pussy. My nigga, like, they got niggas that are like, oh, yeah, I'm feeling you, I want you, top tip. Knowing damn well they don't want you, they just want the pussy. It's a difference between wanting you and wanting the pussy. So, niggas out there, they're like, oh, I want to fuck, I want you. Like, niggas damn well know, I just want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, niggas out there like, oh, I you know, that's the fuck niggas out there. Okay. Real talk,
girl,
bro.
you need to have.
Yeah, real talk.
How long have
Niggas, like, keep it 100. Keep it 100. Like, if you just want the pussy.
Yeah, go ahead.
10? Okay. You just want the pussy. Keep it 100. Because a lot of times, females out there, like, they just want the dick.
Wait.
No. Hold up. A lot.
Go ahead.
Y'all gave them this
because
10 minutes of platform.
You said most women just want
No, I said not most. Females just want some dick.
Going the wrong hole, dog.
And not a relationship. Am I wrong for that?
But hold on.
Do it, dog. See, Derek, I knew you fuck it up.
No,
I just want to say that my friends shushed me. I just want to say, hi, I'm Delicia Rashad. Hey, hi, listeners out there. And no, I'm done. My friends shushed me, so let them go on their rants now. I'm gonna let them go on their rants now, but they definitely shushed me.
Okay.
On the mic. I just want to say that.
no, that's not fair.
Now, y'all
Yes.
can go
All right.
Sam, go ahead.
From the man's perspective, you're talking about being shallowest at his point, a week invested in time.
Yeah.
All right, so it needs to be laid out from it. If you don't want anything more than this outside of sex, you're not even willing to have sex with said person or whatever, then you should be the one to then cut all ties.
True. Why do I have to be
Why?
Because you can't keep accepting things of me knowing full well that, because you're leading me down a place and you can't be mad at that. Because if you
okay, hold on. I'm leading you. I think, no. Now I hear a communication error.
Natalie.
Now I hear a communication error because I don't ever feel like I'm leading someone down a path. Listen, can you let me explain my point of view? Because it was my question.
Okay, what I heard from your question
I
is...
don't hear... what I'm hearing is a communication error when he says that, because I have never felt that I'm leading someone down a path. I always felt like I'm being led.
If you said from the beginning, and maybe I heard this wrong,
No, No, go ahead.
You said that when we are whatever, you assume, or there's an assumption made that I'm here to get the pussy, so I'm doing all these things that I'm not willing to be in a relationship.
I didn't make that assumption.
That I'm not willing to be in.
The answer.
I just said a relationship. So
I didn't say relationship either.
So what did you say?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, I did say relationship. I guess I didn't say pussy. That's what I was answering. I didn't assume that what you wanted was a pussy. I don't actually know after a week what the fuck you really want, but I think after multiple conversations with someone, after texting someone, talking to them, whatever, there's a lead on. And that's why I think the communication error is in communication, because I never feel like I'm leading any guy anywhere. I feel like I'm always following the communication that they're giving me.
This is very true.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense. So, as before,
the part that I have issue with is still holding the woman accountable for the situation.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. What you
have is like, yeah, this may have been my intention, but the woman. And yes, this is definitely coming from a completely feminist perspective. But it's just like...
But I already said that if there's... All right.
No, I'm just saying, the part that it bothers me, and this is at a very shallow level, that in every situation, it always comes back to...
But that's
what
how
the woman did.
I'm not faulting her. What I'm saying is this.
Fault in that.
On both sides, if it is known from the beginning of whoever is talking to who, because I don't know if you've ever pursued a guy just to have a conversation and to see where it goes from there. Because the male has to play it in one perspective. If this girl is whatever, feeling me or whatever is going on, and I think there's going to be something and she says, no, I don't want to go that route, then hey, in the conversation, in all ties. Because you just want a friend.
Are we not communicating enough? Like, that's what I hear.
Okay,
that's what I'm hearing. Is that we're too afraid to have very candid.
Like, women do tend to make assumptions about what men are communicating, and then we make up things in our mind, and then we communicate based off things we make in our mind, and not based off reality.
We literally, I feel like at the end of the day, we're making a lot of guesses on the male side, on the female side, and there needs to be a point where we're like, look.
Okay, so if I say I'm trying to fuck, are you trying to fuck?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Okay, but honestly, that would be a much more fruitful, that would must be a much more fruitful.
But then you be like, this nigga's rude as hell. Yeah. No, I'm not here for the game.
Some women may be receptive to that, and it's like you're afraid because you're living in the past. You're like, I communicated this, and the woman was mad. You need to live in the present. This is a new woman. Let me communicate exactly what I want out of this situation. And then see how she responds. Yeah. You might not. I don't think you need she might not be. She may be completely fine with just being fuck buddies, because we in the 21st century.
There's
and that
some
shit
women
exists.
that are okay with that. So that's okay to ask for that. The thing is that it's not. I don't think all women think that it's wrong for you guys to enter into a relationship.
I have fucked out of him.
I have something better than your thoughts.
That picture just didn't look right.
Because I didn't get to get my thoughts out.
God. It's a fucking vagina. It's not a fucking like war.
Wait a minute.
Wait. The Heisman, dog. You tripping?
Wait about that.
Speak.
I have a couple things. One.
Go ahead, D. What was that?
No, don't pause. Keep going.
No.
I forgot.
Oh,
no.
God.
One, I just feel that I don't know what that thought was.
Bruh.
I will come back to me. But the second thought was along the lines of what she said.
Okay.
Which was, why do we have to diminish a vagina to being just a vagina? Why can't it be something that we hold to, like something merit, like that holds merit?
That shit power.
I'm a.
It does. The fucking universe exists.
Yes.
Real talk.
But
yes.
you just said it's just a vagina.
Vagina is
so power. I'm gonna just not go there.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, like, don't diminish it down to just being a vagina, and then try to say, okay, but it's a vagina. No, if it's a vagina. A penis is a penis.
Is it?
A penis is a penis.
See, what the hell?
Okay.
Listen. Talking shit about that. We know damn well you can some little dick nigga. You gonna be talking shit.
now.
Whoa, wait, dude. You get some little dick nigga, you gonna be talking shit about that nigga.
You guys, she's clenching her butt cheeks.
You has a little booty. You has a little booty.
going on right now.
Booty don't exist.
You have a little booty.
Well, thank you all for tuning in to Please Kiss My Body Podcast episode 10. It's been a wild ride. We didn't answer shit.
We are
Alright, hold on, wait.
fade out on this part.
Ladies and gentlemen, alright.
Hit it with the part 2.
How much time we got left? We got 2 minutes. So, we got 2 minutes left. We do have to end this right when it was getting good. We're going to have to do a part 2.
Hit it with the part 2.
On a serious note, before we get out of here, prayers and condolences to all those affected in Las Vegas.
R.I.P. to
Special, I love to spend all my prayers and thoughts. I have a lot of friends that are there. I know some of you guys do as well. I woke up this morning to a lot of text messages and phone calls. I know we want to talk about it early in the podcast. It's a very sombering moment where you can't go out and enjoy your life without somebody ruining shit and fucking shit up. But to all those that are out there, don't be afraid to do new things. Don't let one man's hatred of his own life affect your daily life.
That's right.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your friends. If you love somebody, tell them. Don't give them the roses when it's too late.
You guys.
But that being said, special prayers to everyone in Vegas. Whatever happened at USC today as well.
It was false.
USC?
There was an active shooter at USC allegedly, but just stay safe. Enjoy the time you have. Don't take a second of this precious life we have for granted. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Good night.
Hey,
Good night, America.